at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com. Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C2999464.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Stop by the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street this Wednesday, December 13th, to try some Heavenly Waffles. Parking available on 11th Street and in nearby garages.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. When you purchase a $50 gift card, you receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, The Butchery, The Bakery, and all Lincoln Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs locations. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your late forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine. Will be mild as well. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, increasing cloud cover with the low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies with a few flurries if possible, especially in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cluckett from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bob.
Remember that.
Here he is.
When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Another day. O Street, 1040. O Street, 1040. O Street, The Mill. O Street, Beatrice Bakery. O Street, 1040. O Street, 93.7. O Street, O Street, ba ba ba. O Street, yes, Fastest 2 hours in radio. Ready, set, go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty good right there.
You didn't know you had that in you, did you?
Yeah, I got a little.
Even though you got that old corny hat on.
That's
you know,
okay. Yes, sir.
You're still dancing to what? What you dancing to?
I'm
You
still
got some new shit.
in it. I'm still in it. Feel like a cowboy.
There you
Ooh-wee. Talking about somebody with no rhythm. You was the worst dancing guy in the family, wasn't you?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. I do not believe you can dance. You
the-
cannot dance.
The era.
At any party that me and you was attended to together, you was not dancing.
Guess what?
You was in the corner somewhere. You wasn't dancing.
The generation I am, we don't even have to dance. We just let the ladies dance.
Oh, stop it.
That's right.
We was dancing.
Sit on the wall. I'm a
You
football
guys-
player. I'm
you
a
guys-
football player. I sit
You
on the
guys
wall.
was sitting on the wall.
Yeah.
You was sitting on the wall. I was dancing.
See, let me tell you something. When
He said, look at that dancing
Bob,
bear.
look, yeah, he had to dance. I didn't have to dance. I just look
What
over
do you
there.
mean you didn't have to dance?
Because I just look over there and smile at her.
Stop
there
it.
you go.
That's a lie.
Farley over there.
That's a lie.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, that's how that went?
Yeah.
I wish we can get some receipts.
Oh.
But now it's just his story versus the other ones.
My word versus yours.
The truth lies somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Dude, we got a big show. You know, we got a lot of stuff, transfer portal news. There's a running back in the transfer portal that I think Georgia decommit. We need to be probably looking at Jabrice Wallace-Coleman. We'll talk a little bit about the North Dakota State head coach on the move. We'll talk Kyle McCord, Julian Fleming in Nebraska. We'll talk Nebraska, $450 million football stadium renovation plan being criticized. Why?
Why go smaller? Why go smaller?
We'll talk $58 million budget shortfall. Look at him, how he's looking. Deep cuts coming for the University of Kearney.
Yeah, because he can't.
Wow.
You can't.
Hey, Rico's pissed off right now.
You can't read
Rico
that
said
box.
they're cutting whole campuses out. Yeah.
Can't cheat off that paper, can you, Bob?
Yeah.
No, I can't
Yeah,
read
You can't read it.
Scratch.
You can't read cursive. That's the problem. You
chicken
don't.
scratch.
You cannot read cursive.
I can read
This is
cursive.
cursive. I write in cursive for a reason because it's like writing in code. Can you read cursive?
Yeah.
Can you write in cursive?
Yes, I
Can
can.
you write in cursive?
Mostly.
Nah, yeah, can't. Yeah, can't do it. Rico, please help us out. Get on. I got to ask you a couple questions about the University of Kearney real quick. Because Rico, when we were kind of talking about this, Rico kind of got in his fifis. Looked like
Kearney grad.
he looked like he was ready to cry. And I didn't think so, but I could tell he was hurt.
Well,
I'm hurt.
Use that short.
I'm-
You'll cry too. When
I
you,
know, you're right.
Yeah, get
I'm
over
hurt
here.
because
Get over here.
UNO,
Gary Coleman, right here on the line. with us.
UNO has nothing. Here we go, Rico. When I came in, we were talking. Turn him on. When I came in, we were talking, and there's deep cuts going. And it's the university systems, which is comprised of 4 different university campuses, right? But you said this to me when we were talking about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, Nebraska's getting a couple faculties in this, but Kearney is getting what?
Like entire what was the word I used? I don't know the word like the whole art department's getting cut pretty much.
Departments. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Butcher.
Department. No,
Yeah, I couldn't
he
remember
said
the word.
The entire department.
Yeah, like everybody's getting cut. Like they're telling teachers, or professors, they're like, hey, we're gonna have to cut a lot of you. We're not sure who yet, but we're gonna have to cut a lot of you. That's what happens when and like I don't like take pot shots at anybody, but when the University of Lincoln wants to do something and needs some more money, guess who's at guess whose money they start taking away? It's the University of Kearney, it's the University of Omaha.
Well, is that necessarily true? Because when I'm a little birdie, there he is again. A little birdie put in my ear that the university wasn't using any of the taxpayer dollars for these functions.
I mean, that's what they say, but then the University of Kearney's losing professors, so I don't know who's right.
$58 million shortfall here. Let me ask you a question. Did any of you guys know that the outgoing university president gets $1 million annually?
Ted Carter?
Yes.
Oh, good for him.
No, well, wait a minute. He's leaving.
Yeah, good for him.
He's getting $1 million for, but is this annually mean every year?
I mean, that's usually what that means.
Yep.
So is it? When does it stop? It didn't put a cap on that.
I don't know.
I haven't
There's gotta
read
be a
through
cap
any of
somewhere.
those paperworks or any of those contract things, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Did he buy a percentage of Nebraska? Because that's how you keep getting that.
It might be for life. Somebody help us. Text line. We're not up to par. We're close. We've got information. It's out there, but we need to get some help as far as, $1 million annual pay to the outgoing NU president means. Is that $1 million for life?
No,
I wouldn't think so. I mean, he's not
How
going to be
long?
here anymore. I think it was just
annual means. Hold up. It says $1 million annual pay to outgoing NU president.
Is that just this one year? I'll have to go
Can't
through the
be.
paperwork and read through it and see what it says. I haven't read through any of it, so I couldn't tell you. And just like the money portion of it, I don't know where the money comes from, and everybody always says, it doesn't come from this, and especially with the football team, and it all comes from the football, and it's not coming out of whatever. But I just know that the University of Nebraska Kearney is having to make cuts left and right. Seems like every year. So I don't know. Again, I don't know where the money comes from, so I'm not trying to speak on it or take pot shots at anybody. I'm just saying that
I'll take
my
one for you.
my
You
alma
may take one for
mater,
you?
my alma mater is losing some very high level and great professors.
You want me to-
Unfortunately,
You may take that shot for you.
you can do what you
Well,
want.
I'll tell you what. I don't think the athletic department should do anything right now. I think we should let this team build on old stuff, because when don't keep spoiling this team to not perform on the field. I know we have to do upgrades, but these are too many upgrades. Making the stadium smaller so everybody can feel comfortable. No, let us scrunch in there like we've been scrunching in there. I don't feel like
Pack them in like sardines.
Yeah, let's pack. I mean, Rico, I have sat in the stands, for
Same.
years. I have sat in the stand, and I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable squeezing against somebody cheering for my team.
Yeah,
Don't make it smaller for and then charge an arm and a leg for you, because you're killing us now, because we have mostly the highest ticket price in college football. Not telling what the Colorado game is going to be now. Not telling.
You guys have been on the radio, Bach. You've been around. You
I'm
went to the
just saying,
University
if
of
you
Nebraska.
bought the ticket early in the year, the ticket was high.
Yeah.
It
100%.
it devalues the ticket because we keep losing, and people are like, nah, I don't want to go this week. I don't want that same heart broke, that same hammer over my head right at the end of the game. So people like to stay at home and watch it. But I'm just saying, for the athletic department, hey, I know Nebraska needs to get it on the field before we get it luxury anywhere else.
Well, but just think about this for a minute, Bach. Like I was saying, you went to the University of Nebraska, so you would really feel this. I don't know per se I don't know if you were here during this time. Rico probably was in college. Seems to me that we were at 75,000 when I left school. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
82.
At what year did we start the expansion project? And how much did that cost?
That second, third deck, whatever it is.
Yeah, to go to 90,000.
Yeah, well, that one, they extended to the 80s, like he said, I think in the early 2000s, and then when they got to 90,000, that would have been 2014, I believe, because I was mad it wasn't in the 2013 video game.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So 2014, and again, text line is open. Text line, we love you guys out there, ladies and gentlemen. We love you, but help us. We need help. How much did we spend on that renovation to make it bigger? Now,
let's find out.
That was just a short 7 years ago, 8-9 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not exact year. I'm not sure.
10 years
right
ago.
around there,
Call it 10, right?
Yeah.
This is a 25, 50 to 100-year plan, right? To sustain our stadium, to give back to the fans. I think when you really look at what it is, you're talking about seat backs, as far as here's what you get with this new stadium project. Okay. Catering to the fan base. All right. You get more restrooms.
That's necessary. Honestly, you don't have to do anything else.
Oh, dang, man.
I was waiting for you to find out. You don't have to do, honestly, you don't have to do anything else. Just fix the restrooms.
Coach Brown can't be scaring me like that, man. That's like waking up in the, listen.
Surprise!
He didn't, yeah, exactly. He didn't know this, but there'd be times, man, when I would wake up, cold sweat, and Coach Brown would be standing over me talking about, don't gum it. You did get taped. What in the world? Coach Brown behind us. But let me make this point. More restrooms, more concourse connectivity. What does that mean?
Unnecessary.
What does that mean?
They're just making it so you don't have to leave the stadium to get around the
Go all
stadium.
the way around.
Okay, so to make it a true bowl.
Mhm.
Got you. Widen the walkways.
Okay. Nick's a big concourse guy, so he loves the concourse
Yeah.
idea. I think it's nice. It would be nice to have so you don't have to. But again, for me, bathroom renovation, that's it. You're good.
Chair backs for stadium seating.
All of them.
Come on, dude. You're going to cut capacity by 15,000 down to 75, right?
Mhm.
All right. You're going to reverse the work that was already done in the previous decade to build it up to that. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I don't know. I can't sit in the stands. I'm going to lie to you. I can't sit in the stands. Is Coach Brown leaving? What is Coach Brown doing?
You just came to say what's up.
I seen him earlier.
You might sit in the stands with those seat backs, though.
You never
He was
know.
at Pearl.
What time is it? Because I might want to
10
get him on
19.
here.
Yeah, 10-18.
Okay, listen, Rico, you're in
You
here.
could if you want.
I am. Throw it to break, Rico.
Right now, I'm looking for the trying to find out when they did the renovations.
Okay,
Just going through.
do you got it or not?
No, because it's going through every year that something different has changed in the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at 2009 right now.
When you have Coach Brown in the building, it's always good when me and Coach Brown get together. So I'm gonna see what he's got going, see if he can't jump on for this next segment. We'll be right back. It's the Captain Show. I'm with
The black shirt.
and
Rico.
holla at your boy. We'll be right back. Fastest 2 hours in radio.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. Husker fans, the Nebraska women's basketball team battles the Indiana Hoosiers on Sunday, January 7th at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and they want to see you there. Help them pack PBA as they retire Jordan Hooper's jersey, host a team reunion for the 2013 and 2014 teams, and give your Huskers a true home court advantage. For tickets, go to huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Come early and get your very own replica Jordan Hooper jersey retirement banner while supplies last. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. When you purchase a $50 gift card, you receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, The Butchery, The Bakery, and all Lincoln Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs locations. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit, stock number C2 822-99464.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com. Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Stop by the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street this Wednesday, December 13th, to try some Heavenly Waffles. Parking available on 11th Street and in nearby garages.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your link to forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine to be mild as well. We'll see a high around 50. Tonight, increasing cloud cover with the low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies with a few flurries are possible, especially in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, being at this location, since we're so close, come on, Terrell, get it together over there. Since that's Coach Brown. He can't get his headphones on.
Those are tricky.
Coach, you showing your age, man.
Technology.
You are the youngest.
You might want to turn them
here.
headphones down.
Oldest young dude?
Who's? Coach
Mine,
Turn those
yeah.
down, yeah.
There we go.
Is that yours? You good, Coach? Can you hear good?
I'm good. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
good. Yeah, I can hear. So, you know, the best thing about being on O Street is we see so many different people coming up and down O Street. And Coach Brown, obviously, is one of our guests that walk past here all the time. So
This is a dangerous spot here because you can see a lot going on here.
too much.
This is like me when back in the day at South Stadium. This is the kind of view I would want of you.
Why me?
I would love
to have had some type of television down into that locker room, because I go down there and you'd be throwing dice on the floor, man. You'd be shooting
Coach,
craps.
yeah.
Y'all need to stop.
Let's make this
You need to stop.
Let's get on Rashawn hour. Hey, Coach, how was it?
Hour? You need the whole day for that.
Yeah, okay. About 3. This is episode.
Let's go.
What kind of
sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me.
I'm trying to get some airtime with Coach Brown, man. Hey, Coach Brown, what kind of guy was this guy right here, the coach?
VJ? Very, very interesting. He came over from the fullback position.
And you could have let me go to linebacker.
We recruited him as a fullback. And so he was with Coach Solich for a little bit.
2 years.
But you know what, man? We needed, as you know, in our offense, we needed some heavy-duty blocking from the tight end position. And, when we lost that first wave of guys, when I first got there, we had Tom Banderas, we had Todd Milliken, we had Keith Newbert. Those were 3 NFL tight ends right there, right off the bat. And then the new group that came in, we had Mark Gilman from Montana. We had Matt Shaw, who was a walk-on from Northeast High School here in Lincoln, who ended up earning a scholarship. And we eventually got Eric Alford, a young man I recruited out of North Carolina and JUCO at Garden City. So we were we were still trying to figure it out as to who would be a great blocking tight end there. We had to develop. Matt Shaw became an excellent blocking tight end. Eric Alford was a tremendous receiver, great speed. And Mark Gilman was a great two-way guy. He was an okay blocker, but an excellent possession receiver. So, and we started looking around, and I started looking at some of the fullbacks and so forth. Coach Osborne was always really good at, hey, why not move Clester over to wingback? Let's try Vashon out at tight end. Sheldon Jackson had come in. We needed a new wave of tight ends for the mid to late 90s. So Vashon seemed to fit really good because he was extremely aggressive, had good speed, wasn't a really polished receiver yet, but he got better as time went on. But he was a great two-way blocker. Number 1, at the line of scrimmage. Number 2, downfield. Hustling. You see a lot of him when you look at the film of those old days. You see Vashon down the field often making a second block after he destroyed a guy on the line of scrimmage. High effort guy as a blocker. So anyhow, that was my honest opinion of Vashon. Now, that's on the field. Now, in the locker room.
Yeah, let's talk about the shooting dice for sure.
Specific.
Don't just act like it was me, because I got receipts. And you know what? It is not 1997. I do not have to walk out with the captains. I'm telling on the rest of the people that was there. So you go ahead. I'm bringing names.
Listen to me now. Calm down.
Okay.
You were voted by our team to be a captain, and you were approved by our head coach to be a captain on that, what was it, 98? 97 Husker football team. All right. What an honor. What an incredible honor. After
a teacher.
Yes, after all you had been through and all the difficulties, the moving position, the way you grew up. I mean, what a great thing. Now, along the way, in spite of all of that, you got selected as captain, because let me tell you, there were numerous episodes with me. I came out on the field one day and we had already had a policy. Tape the ankles. That's Coach Osborne. Did he not say that?
Yeah.
You heard it as a defensive player.
Yeah.
And VJ heard it too. But VJ decided one day, I'm just going to do my own thing. I don't need to tape my ankles.
No, the truth is I was late, okay? You want the truth? I was late.
Oh, hey, look.
I'm not making excuses, but the truth is I was late.
That isn't
That's not an excuse. You want to know why I didn't take my ankles? It wasn't because I was just being insubordinate. It was because I was late.
Okay.
Yep.
Either way.
No excuse.
Either way.
Should have taped them.
You should have had them taped.
Yep.
So one day, what did I do? I went there and I said, come here.
No, that's not how that went.
What happened, man? Oh, that's right. You got hurt.
The last play, when I first had moved over, the last play of scrimmage, I got hurt.
Yep.
And I'm on the ground squirreling around. high ankle sprain, pissed off because I know that, you gave me an opportunity, and I took that opportunity. And when I got hurt, you come over, and I'm still squilling around on the ground. You don't come over and say, "Hey, V, are you okay? What's going on? You all right? Get up off the ground." No, he come right over, lift up my socks, pull them down, snap me with my own sock, and walk off. And I knew what it was. I already knew. I messed up.
Untaped ankles.
Now, you ain't supposed to lose your position for injury. So how did I go from second to fifth?
Well, here's the deal. It wasn't just that. There were a couple other things.
Oh, here comes the truth.
One, do you remember getting stung by a bee?
Oh, yeah.
So
what's wrong with that?
You get stung by a bee and you're done for the day?
I had an allergic reaction.
You're done.
I had an allergic reaction. My stomach swelled up. I was jacked up, Coach. You heard me yell when I got stung by that bee. It was an oversized bee.
But didn't you come out to practice after that?
What do you mean?
You went in. We sent you in the locker. You were heading in the locker room.
Oh, well, I had to because I had to get that. I had to get the stinger out.
Yeah, and then you back out on the field, ready to go, right?
I mean, was I? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
A bee sting.
But I came back.
Yes, you did. But my point is, you lost about 60% of practice that day, and every minute counts on that field.
I didn't ask to get stung by a bee.
I know. But you know what? If listen, we're gonna treat you. We didn't deprive you from being treated, but just know that when I'm looking for a tight end that can last through a practice and a game, I'm looking for one who's not a bee's not going to knock him out of the game.
Oh, so you're saying there's a difference between being injured and being hurt?
Yeah.
The bee sting was being hurt.
You could have played.
I could have played through it.
You could have played through that.
Yeah. Well, that was a lesson learned.
Get a little medicine on the side and just keep rolling.
Yeah. Well, most of the times I did that, except for the bee sting. Go ahead, Terrell. Y'all keep it going. I'm not over.
Okay, so all of that and all the things that Rashawn was about, a lot of good, some interesting things off the field, but the day you were captain, you were selected as a captain. That was the day that Coach Osborne had addressed shooting craps.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. This was Brandon Harrison. I told you I'm coming with receipts. Brandon Harrison, just a week before, and this was during the season. So this was going towards the end of the season now. Brandon Harrison had lost all his money shooting dice. We had been shooting dice for years, as far as I can remember. Okay? Now, Brandon Harrison had just lost his money, went to Coach Osborne crying about him losing his money. Mm-hmm. The same guy who was in the game who just lost his money, who alerted Coach Osborne in the first place. That's how that went. And Coach said to us on Thursday, and I'm full disclosure. Coach said, and I quote, "You got guys losing their whole scholarship checks in the locker room, and it's just we can't do it. No more shooting in the locker room." He did say that. He did say that. Listen, I learned that was a lesson. I'm 48 years old. I'm 48. That was a lesson that I've lived by ever since I got busted doing it. You know what? Let me ask you a question. Since we own you.
Finish that story. Finish that story, because you ain't finished the story yet, bro. You have not finished the story.
Where am I at?
Okay, so you're at Coach Osborne saying no more shooting.
No more shooting. So here we are, Thursday. He said that on that day. No more shooting. Well, addiction has no limits. Let me say that one more time. Addiction has no limits. So we in the locker room after practice doing what we normally do, shooting dice. By the way, Scott Frost was there too, shooting with us. Yeah, no.
He wasn't a captain.
I told the story. It doesn't matter. He was a leader.
That's right.
He was a leader. Okay. He was a leader. And Aaron Taylor, Grant Winstrom, and Jason Peter, they never shot dice, so you never expect to see them there.
Say that again now. Let me get you.
I said Scott Frost was there too.
Okay.
Lance Brown. Don't make me go bring receipts. Jeff Blake.
You've done. You sold out a bunch of guys.
I don't care. Hey, let me tell you what Coach Osborne told me. Hold on. So Coach So they told us don't do it. Now, we had an opportunity to get this thing done. Art came in and said, hey, you got to get to the training table because we're closing at 7. We didn't listen. So it's only down to 4 people. Started with probably 15 or 20. It's down to 4. I'm naming names. Me, Brent, Big D, Derek Allen, Brandon Harrison, who had just lost his scholarship check a month before prior to this, and who told Coach Osborne, right? And Eric Warfield, Sr. Now, wait a minute. So, Coach comes in, this one, and
which one?
Coach Brown comes into the locker room because Art had told him, hey, I got guys in there that ain't going there. So Coach come in, he walk around the corner. We're down, and it looks worse than what it is because it's ones. I got the dice.
I caught him on the downstroke. Okay, so in other words, the hands go down, and the dice was coming right out of his fingertips.
True story.
When I saw it.
Listen, my point was 4, and I hit it. Operation Don't Nobody Move But Me. Let me tell you, when he came around the corner, this is what's so funny because I can still see this. He came around the corner, everybody but me tried to hide in their lockers as if he couldn't see them. They tried to just roll underneath the locker. I'm busted because I got him in my hand. And Coach Brown came around. He just looked, put his hands.
There it is. Cut you.
What did you say?
Dead in the water.
What did you say to us?
I don't even remember.
What did Coach Osborne tell you guys? Told you not to be in here shooting dice. That's right. Now, I'm thinking, I'm already caught. My position, coach, I'm busted. Certainly he's going to punish me. What's the worst punishment you think Coach Brown could put on me?
Them stairs.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Ball
you
drill.
take it. No, sir. No. You keep going. What else? The worst punishment that he can enact on me for this situation.
Up, downs, crawling bear.
No. You got any more?
No.
You got any?
Playing time?
No. Worst. The worst thing that Coach Brown could have done to me to discipline me in this situation.
Put you on scout team.
No. You guys, come on, man. What's wrong with him, Coach?
I don't know. I don't even know the answer. You got me confused.
Are you serious?
What is it?
What did you do?
I don't even remember.
You caught us shooting dice.
Yeah.
Right. We were dead wrong.
Yep. I told Coach Osborne.
Oh, you did what?
I absolutely told Coach Osborne.
What did you do?
I absolutely did.
You did what?
That's part of the the chain of command.
That's what I'm saying. What did you do? You went and
absolutely.
What did you do?
Our captain downstairs, our new captain
for the record,
is rolling dice off his fingers after he's been told not to do it.
For the record, what did you do? What did you do?
I told Coach Osborne.
See, it's the worst thing you could do. So here's how this goes. My phone rings. Ring. Hey, Rashawn. It's Mary Lynn. Oh, gosh. Coach Osborne wants to see you. When you get that phone call, it's not good. So by the time I went last, okay? I went last. So by the time I got there, walked in Coach Osborne's office, he was beat red. Like beat red. And the first thing he said to me is, if you're going to come in my office and tell me that you wasn't shooting and Brandon Harrison was shooting by himself, you might as well leave now. That's what he told him. Evidently, everybody told him that they wasn't doing it, as if Coach Brown didn't catch him. I said, Coach, I was. And he went into his spew. What did I tell you? This is how I knew he was going to retire. Because he was so upset with me. It wasn't the act. It was more the fact that I did not follow what he said to the T, to the letter.
You know that favorite word?
What?
You done made your bed.
Oh, that's right, man. And you know what, man? My grandmother, my mom's, and my grandpa used to say, hey, son, the walls have ears. The walls have eyes. It's all going to come out in the wash. You ever heard that advice before?
Mm-hmm.
That means that you think you're getting away with something, but somebody is seeing something. Somebody's hearing something.
But I don't know if it's in that situation, if it was we was getting away with more than it was what we did. This is what we did.
Aren't you glad that advice is true, though? Because
100%.
Because that's how you learn.
Yeah.
You learn, you know what? It's important to get caught.
Yeah.
It's important to get caught.
Absolutely.
And I did the best thing for you by telling Coach Osborne, because that is part of the chain of command. Just to say, you know what, I'm just going to let it slide.
You could have just ran us 1,000 stadiums.
That's loyalty right there. That's loyalty.
But then Coach would have probably asked you, well, what are they running steps for, Ron? Then you would have had to tell.
That's right.
Now you look bad.
Or you go out there and get hurt, running stairs, pulling a muscle.
Never did that.
I'm saying if that happened.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Okay. Let me
point
finish
being,
this
we
story.
had a structured system.
Right.
You can say tattletale this, and bottom line is, in our program, you were accountable.
Mm-hmm.
You personally were accountable to what you did that wasn't right.
Yeah.
Well,
and that was all part of our system. Our players would call you out.
Absolutely.
Our defensive players, Terrell knows, Wistrom and Peter and all those guys would call guys out even without telling the coach.
We did it all the time. So, Coach, so here I am in the office, and Coach is such a, he's such a nice guy. Coach Osborne's such a nice guy when he turns beat red, and he gave me the Doc Gummit and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and I told you, and then he says, because at this point, I'm feeling a certain type of way. Because I'm feeling like everything, because I'm a captain, it is all on me. Like everything. They're just pouring it all on me. Coach, God, dog. And I say, Coach, if Coach Brown would have just came in there 15 minutes, 5 minutes before, he would have got half the team. Half the starters would have been right there. Coach Brown, I ask you, what do you think, Coach, after I told Coach Osborne that, what do you think he said to me?
Well, I know what I would have thought. I would have thought, why are you worried about everybody else? Why don't you just take care of the business that you were dealing with as a captain on our team who happens to represent everybody else?
So I said that, and he says, give me names. What Coach Osborne told me.
I want names for sure.
That's what he told me. He's like, well, since everybody, who else was there? And I'm telling you right now, to this day, Scott Frost's name was on the tip of my tongue. But at that point, loyalty was of a premium. And I could not go tell on other guys because I got caught. I had to just deal with it. And I said, Coach, you right. I'm wrong.
You didn't want to be that guy.
Exactly.
You didn't want that name.
I'm a captain.
Yeah.
I'm a captain. So it's much more deeper than just being the coach's captain, right? I'm the team's captain. So regardless of me getting caught or not, I'm still the captain. Doesn't change. But, boy, more to come to this story because it gets better. Because, boy, Coach Brown, man, thank you, Coach. I've taught a lot of lessons off that lesson. If I tell you to do something, there's a pecking order. I expect to be told if I'm at the top of that pecking order what's going on at the bottom. Can't believe you told me, Coach.
Good job,
You could have just read it.
Good job.
I love you, man. I love you.
You could have made me do 1,000 push-ups.
Take responsibility.
Those who really love you will discipline you.
Ooh.
Those who really
Did you
love
run? Did you have to run or anything?
Bruh.
It's a different kind
No,
of
I did not. I just told you the worst discipline I got was him telling Coach Osborne and Coach Osborne having that conversation and destroying my heart in about 5 words.
People who love you don't worry about whether they're liked or not.
Man, I would have ran that.
It's just love for love, man.
I would have ran into death, Coach.
I didn't have the.
You ran into death.
Yeah,
I didn't have the
17
same type of luxury you had.
I would have gave him 20 days of stadium stairs.
I would tell you guys what Coach Osborne tell me, but maybe I'll tell you after the break because it was that. I think this conversation was more monumental than anything. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket with Coach Brown.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, which started in Hastings in 1983, I often reflect on the Lincoln men's stores no longer here. They are McGee's, Ben Simons, Landon's, Rothschild, Sir Winston, Post and Nickel, Ragman, Murray's, Miller and Payne, and Joseph A. Bank. You know where I'm coming from. Gary Michaels has been battle tested, and we are committed to serve Nebraskans as your premier store for men for many years to come. Gary Michaels Clothiers, 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com Again, that's libertylaw.nebraska.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, Ugg, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on smart wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hey, Santa, we're getting a lot of requests for Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets this year.
Makes sense. Until January 3rd, 2024, players can enter non-winning tickets online for a chance to win 1, 5, 10, or 20,000 bucks.
Yeah, but I built like 1 million wooden trains.
Why do you keep making those?
They're a classic holiday gift.
Oh, trust me, Jingles, there's nothing more classic than cash.
Top prize odds vary by game.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken lips. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Stop by the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street this Wednesday, December 13th, to try some Heavenly Waffles. Parking available on 11th Street and in nearby garages.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. but delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket. We are back. Fastest 2 hours in radio. Terrell Farley got me getting roasted on a Monday. Roast VJ on a Monday. You call Coach Brown in here. Did you guys set this up?
No, I just
sounds like you set it up.
Well, you so busy. You so busy asking us all the time what kind of players. I just wanted to ask Coach Brown because you asked Coach Osborne about me. I just wanted to know.
And he said nothing but positive things. The first thing Coach Brown says is shoot dice in the locker room.
Well, he's your position.
No,
coach.
that's not the first thing you did. Tell me you gave me the ultimate.
Great,
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
On your
I take that back. You did.
Your transition from fullback to tight end. I was pleased to have you.
Yeah.
I just want to say something about Terrell, though.
Yeah.
You were a guy who needed structure. You needed a structured position. You needed a coach that was very structured. You needed some A, B, C. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
Here's what we don't. Terrell, on the other hand, was a different animal.
Yeah.
Not that he's an animal. He's
just let him
human being. But
you just told him to play. He had no responsibility.
I remember talking to his position coach, Craig Ball, who, by the way, just retired at University of Wyoming, as you guys know.
Shout out Craig Ball.
Craig Ball. But Craig had a nice ingenuity about him on defense, and he realized something about Terrell. He would talk, because Craig and I used to hang out a ton, and he would say, you know what, Terrell, we can line him up anywhere. And there are times he said that we don't even try to tell Terrell, hey, Terrell, you need to line up in the A gap here and, 5 yards off and this, that. Watch this, watch that. No, just let Terrell kind of line up where he needs to line up and just tell him to end up where he needs to end up. And so therefore, and again, I don't remember all the dynamics of the defense, but it sounded like our defensive coaches, and they were great defensive coaches we had, back in the 90s. And I love our defensive coaches now too, by the way. I mean, those guys have done a great job. Our defensive coaches back in the 90s, Coach McBride, Coach Bowl, and the gang gave Terrell, I think, a lot of flexibility, a lot of latitude to be the playmaker that he was. So it's just funny how people have different types of approaches, different types of mechanics and how they deal. You needed structure.
Why didn't you let me go to linebacker?
And Terrell needed. I call him Terrell, but it's Terrell. Right?
Yes, Terrell.
Terrell, he didn't need a lot of structure. In fact, a lot of structure would have held him back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gave him some freedom to let him go and do things. And whether it was, and even on special teams, the guy was blocking punts. I mean, the guy was a great playmaker. He was probably as dynamic a playmaker as there was in the country back in the mid 90s. You don't like hearing that, do you?
I love it.
Okay.
You know why?
I didn't like the face you just made.
Because I had a different thought process.
Okay.
I was thinking about Baylor. Thinking about the Baylor game, and I was like, "Dang! I hope Coach don't come up with the Baylor story."
That's a whole nother deal right there.
I had a rough my senior year, man. But let me ask you a question: why you didn't let me go to defense? Because Coach Sams swears that he asked Coach Osborne for me to go to defense multiple times. And he was like, "No."
You were a very aggressive player, but you know what? I didn't want to lose you, so I was fighting for you.
No.
That's why, some of you guys come up, oh, man, coach didn't care. But I said, what do you mean, coach? A lot of us cared. You don't know how many meetings we had as a coaching staff fighting for our players, fighting to get – I tell Cluster all the time, man, I fought tooth and nail for you. Tooth and nail for you, bro. You better know that I loved you, man. I knew you could be a baller. You know what? And I felt that way about you. So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you the truth.
Well, no. Let me say this too. Let me give this back to you. When I started my coaching career, and I started a bunch of different organizations, Little League, coaching on all levels, the things that you taught me in the short bit of time, Coach Solich as well, but the things that you taught me, paying attention to details, understanding blocking leverages, those are the things that I went on to teach so many different players. When I was coaching NFL players, when I was training them, same thing. There was things that I learned back then that I hated you for. Like Coach Brown would make us get in a circle. This is so cruel, especially to a guy like me who was a running back, turned fullback that couldn't catch. And 5 yards away, he's throwing bullet balls at us, right? But there was a reason. There was a method to the madness. All the different drills you had us doing, and I always say
and
to
it
myself,
paid off.
come
Your
on, Coach.
Your junior year, you led us in touchdown receptions.
Yeah.
As a junior. And I don't think anybody saw that.
No.
From a distance. But you did because you trained, you got exposed. You know, one of the things that a lot of guys don't like, including me, it's uncomfortable, is to be exposed. And exposure doesn't mean just only the good things. Exposure means here's what you don't do very well either. So let's lay it out there. Let's get acquainted with it right now. And then as we train, let's wave bye-bye to it. Let's wave bye-bye to that weakness. That weakness turns into a strength. So the friction turns into traction. It's like a slippery, icy road. How are you going to drive on a slippery, icy road? Somebody has to come in and dig that out. Friction turns into traction. And that's what happened in your life. And you went through hard times and difficult times out on a football field so that you would learn in the midst of the hard times. Don't run away from it. Don't just transfer every time there's hard times, but find the traction in the heavy-duty coaching that came upon you and the accountability that was passed your way. Find the traction. And now, not only do you become a trained football player for the things that you need to do, but also that's the metaphor, the parable that you use for the rest of your life and everything you do.
And it's being said, you know, in 95, I was getting ready to quit. I was done. I was like, Coach Brown, man, he always on me. Every chance he gets, he's all over me.
That's right.
And Clester talked me off the ledge.
Because Clester had to get talked off the ledge.
He told me
at
that.
some point.
Yep.
And, you know, that's the beauty of team, friendships, fellowship, and suffering together. Not just the good times, but the tough times together. So we learn how to hang in there with each other, starting personally in ourselves, talking ourselves off the ledge, wanting to quit. That's the natural temptation for everybody. I want to quit. I want it easy. We're born soft and weak. We have to learn that we're not going to just turn it on whenever we want to. We're going to not rise to the occasion. We're going to fall back on our training.
Let me ask you this, Coach. We get a lot of flack here on the radio about, sometimes we go back and we tell stories from the 90s, and we get a lot of flack. And I think for me, it's not that the greatness of the 90s, more the greatness of the discipline it took. We did not have 5-star players like that. We were trained and tried by fire. I go back and I always look at these positions when Tony Veland, you know, how did we know Tony Veland can play safety and then play it at a high level? How did we switch these guys from that position to this position, and then they go on it? Well, Clester Johnson.
That's right.
Take Clester Johnson's contribution from the 95 season. That season looks a little different.
That's right. He was an extremely versatile player. And prior to that, when he first got there, you know, he was a quarterback coming out of high school and kind of bouncing around. You know, we had him at defense there for a little while, and he was kind of like a doorstep child for a while there. And I said, give him to me. I remember that day. Coach, I told Coach Osborne, let me have that boy as a wingback. We had the itty-bitty committee out there, and those guys were quick and fast and tough. You know, Abdul and Corey and Riley and Reggie, Brendan, all those guys were really quick, athletic guys.
Yeah.
But boy, we could have used a big, strong guy in the slot to handle those nickel bucks that they were starting to put out there in the perimeter blocking. And I said, man, Clester would be a great wingback. And you know what? Not only did Coach Osborne allow for that, but we made him a wingback. He became a really good receiver, great blocker. And not only that, sometimes we'd line him up at tight end. On the spur of the moment,
95.
in a quick situation, we'd line him up at tight end. And, the defense is looking around there. They're looking like, what, boom. And he shot out of a cannon, coming out of there, catching balls down the field on bootlegs. I just love it. We were not a stoic team. We were more creative than everybody gets us credit for. And we knew how to use players like Clester Johnson. So anyhow, I just love the fact that our system allowed, out of the fact that we were looking at players and we weren't giving up on them. Guys, I don't know if he's a fullback or not. Hey, give him to me. He'll play tight end there. Rashawn Jackson becomes an outstanding blocking tight end and even a receiving threat, particularly his junior year.
Yeah. I think my senior year, the struggle was more when my mom passed, her being in a wheelchair, her being from the projects, raising two boys. That took an effect. And then let me say this. There's power in the tongue. Be careful what you say. You remember we went to Washington? I caught a touchdown pass. They called it back for holding. I was in the news. I got interviewed, and they said, well, you got that touchdown pass called back. I said, well, if we don't do anything but win the national championship, I'm good with that. If I don't never catch another pass again. Guess what?
Jinx.
I didn't. Jinx myself. Big time. Had the worst catching season, and we put plays in for me. Oh, yeah, I was that dude. Just couldn't catch the ball. Thanks, Coach. We'll be right back. 93.7 is Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebration in all our Allo communities.
Husker fans, the Nebraska women's basketball team battles the Indiana Hoosiers on Sunday, January 7th at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and they want to see you there. Help them pack PBA as they retire Jordan Hooper's jersey, host a team reunion for the 2013 and 2014 teams, and give your Huskers a true home court advantage. For tickets, go to huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Come early and get your very own replica Jordan Hooper jersey retirement banner while supplies last. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine. It'll be mild as well. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, increasing cloud cover with the low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies with a few flurries are possible, especially in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Old School with DP and J.
We got a special guest in. We got Jason Peters.
All that's being asked of you is everything. Like, you have to give everything that you have to that program, to that team. If you want to be a champion, that's the only way, right? I mean, you have to commit to every lifting session, every strength and conditioning session, during the summer, during the spring, whatever it may be. It just has to be 100% commitment by everybody.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, you ain't gonna do it now. The coach is in here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
O Street, stand up, wave, honk if you hear it's Coach Osborne. Coach Brown is in the building. Coach Brown is in the building, not Coach Osborne. Coach Osborne,
you don't want to hear that music.
Nah, no, Coach, what you mean? Coach is in here jamming with us.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that part.
We had, and then Coach almost made Terrell cry.
You did?
Because the
Yeah.
man helped me. He helped me a
almost
lot.
made him cry.
You know, it's not all about football with me because he helped me after football, you know, like in my 40s. So, you know, for him to still care about me and to help me find the right people to help me with the addiction I got still. And for me to be 9 years sober, you know, it means a lot for me for somebody to still care for you more than football wise.
Man,
so, you know, it's hard to talk to him on a basis like that.
Wow.
Because it makes you want to break down it because he did so much for me, you know, just past football. You know, this is just a real life story. So you gotta tip your hat off to him for that because he always cared about us, you know.
You giving me tears right now, bro. Because you know what, man, you're right. Coach Osborne. You know, you hear a lot of coaches say they love their players. I'm not saying I doubt it, but I've seen it with Coach Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
You see it in how he poured into your life, Terrell and VJ and me. I mean, we all of us have stories about Coach Osborne and the personal things that he did to show his love to us. It wasn't just, well, I love you, because he didn't say it a lot, but from time to time he said it, but it was in the action. He clearly acted out his love toward us. And man, I'm so glad to hear that. And I love hearing that live and in color on the radio, you know.
Absolutely. Terrell, you need some tissue?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm just making sure, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no crying on the radio. I'm just playing. It is. Y'all broke me down on the radio. Coach Brown did. Okay, so anyway, tell Coach I said what's up. Big Nate the Skate Turner.
Oh, man.
Tell me about Nate the Skate because he was one of my favorite players growing up watching Nebraska football because he was so big, such a destructive force. I always wonder why he wasn't playing like fullback or something.
Well, you know, Nate was another one of those hybrid guys that could play a variety of positions because he was so athletic. And I love Nate. You know, I mean, I had him all his whole career here. He was a 6'1", 250-pound receiver.
Wow. Good Lord.
But look, he was a wingback, and we used him well. I think we used him as a kind of an H-back, kind of an off-the-ball tight end, kind of what we call H-backs today, or an F-back, whatever you want to call them. And Nate, we ran wingback counters with him, reverses. We threw the ball to him, but he was a terrific blocker. He had remarkable speed and athleticism and twitch for a guy that big and strong. And he played, 5-6 years in the National Football League.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't get a lot of stats here, but he was a great team player. And, it's fun to see Nate. I saw him at one of our games this year, and he and Coach McBride and Jared Tomich were all at a game together. And I miss Nate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he told me he broke you in pretty good. How long had you been here before Nate and those guys get here? Because
my first year here was Nate's first year.
Yeah. See, kind of like Craig Bowles. See, there you go. Hey, so what you telling me, Coach Brown, is we can blame Nate for you being so mean to us.
You know, Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
Maybe you ought to blame Dana Brinson for that.
That's all in the same. That's all in the same juice.
Yeah, no, they were all great kids. I miss all of those guys. But Nate, what I liked about Nate was he you know what? He could have cried a lot about, I don't get the ball and this. And, you know, Nate was the #1 high school recruit his senior year out of Mount Carmel in Illinois, in the Chicago area there. He was the #1 high school recruit in the country. USA Today, #1 high school recruit.
Yeah.
A great, multi-talented guy. And I thought overall in his career here, I never really heard him complain. He never came to me and said, Coach, I need the ball more. I need this. I need that. Whatever you asked Nate to do, he would do. He could go out wide and run on a deep route because he had speed. He could come across the middle because he was big, strong, and tough. He would knock your brains out as a blocker. He had great hands, great special teams player. There's just a lot of things that he could do. So anyhow, miss Nate.
Yeah, we kind of talked. We were talking off air when we were talking about the 90s, right? Because you were there, I was there, Terrell was there. And one of the things that I always try to bring up is the discipline part, the playing with good leverage, playing with great, not discipline, but also great. What was the word that we used for it? Knowing what you're doing. It was, come on, coach, help me out. Playing, if you're playing with discipline, you play with, it's the word I'm looking for. If I'm playing, I know what I'm doing. What's the word?
I'm not sure, bro.
You getting old. That's all that is. You look young, but you getting old.
Evidently, I didn't teach it to you very well because you can't remember.
You just said it. You just said it. We just was talking about it. But my point was, when you talk about the 90s, what separated us from everybody else?
Well, I believe it's the way we practiced and how we viewed each time we were out on that field. And I had to learn this when I came to Nebraska. Coach Osborne and the offensive assistants had to teach me. You guys were not a part of the team when I first got here that first year, 1987. We had beaten Utah State in the opener. So that was my first game here. The second game was going to be a challenge. It was a home game against UCLA. Number 2 in the nation versus number 3. UCLA had a great young quarterback. He had just transferred there from Oklahoma, a junior named Troy Aikman. Of course, we are all familiar with Troy Aikman. Great thrower, and that's why he went to UCLA. He didn't want to be in a wishbone offense, so just ran the option. He wanted to throw the football. And, boy, they were throwing it there. But UCLA gave us a fit that game. And we really should have lost the game. We ended up winning 41-33. We couldn't run the ball. And we were the number 1 running team in the country. We could not run the ball. Our tight ends were missing. Carnell Lake, and they had Ken Norton Jr. at linebacker. They had a bunch of NFL guys, not only Aikman, but a ton of guys. Gaston Green, a running back. So anyhow, we ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes that game.
Wow.
So here I am, young receiver coach.
Who's the quarterback? Godowski?
No, Steve Taylor.
Steve
Taylor had a big time day.
Ooh, the Dana Brinson
and Rod Smith and Todd Milliken. And
I got a question for that too. I want to ask you a question about that one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll finish the story and then we'll get to your question. So anyhow, here we are battling against these guys, and we only ran the ball for 120 yards rushing. We put the ball on the ground all day long. And my receivers, I'm going to say my receivers, because that's how I viewed it at that time, was like, man, we were heroes. We caught 5 touchdown passes that day. And everybody was like, wow, the receivers, blah, blah, blah. And after the game, I strutting around in that locker room because we won. I'm strutting in the coach's locker room like, yeah, my boys did it, man. Yeah. I just didn't know better. And Milt Turniper and Frank Solers looked at me and said, what you so happy about? It looked like we had lost the game. I said, man, we won the game. And the receivers, they caught, a bunch of passes today. He goes, we don't care about that. We played terrible. We only ran the ball for 120 yards. We put the ball on the ground all day long. Look, man, we don't celebrate like that around here when we play like that. Win, lose, or nothing, doesn't matter. We don't go by the scoreboard. And Coach Osborne put his arm around me that day, and he said, Ron, and he said it in a gentle way. Milton, Frank were upset with me because I didn't understand the culture of this place. I always thought it was just about wins and losses. No, it ain't. We won 11 games every year back then. But you know what? Playing your best was what was important. If you're going to win a national championship, if you were going to beat Miami in the Orange Bowl or Florida State in the Fiesta Bowl or wherever it was, you are going to have to be at your best. And that's how they coached. And I needed to learn that lesson. So that was the culture here. And so what I learned in the 80s, which had been taking place all the way through the 70s, when Coach Osborne had got the reins from Bob Devaney in the early 70s, which was always a part of this football team, it just kept flowing on to the next generations. The next decade experienced the same thing. It wasn't about WL, it was about the maximization of your talent. And anything less than that was not appreciated. You don't celebrate that. And that's why I believe we ended up winning national titles in the 90s with, quote, not non-5-star guys, 3-star, 2-star guys who developed. They became 4-star and 5-star guys when they got out of there, because the way we practiced was about maximization of your talent, your technique, one-on-one blocking, your hand placement, the finish. You finish what you start. When in doubt, lay out. You don't just stick a hand up there and see it. Yeah, you lay out for a ball. You come across the middle. You're blocking on every play. The quarterback on the backside of the toss sweep was knife blocking the defensive end on the backside. You don't run out of bounds. You do not run out of bounds. You take people on. We gang tackle on defense. There are no calculated loafs. Zero calculated loafs. If Coach Osborne ever put that film on and he saw somebody loafing, he'd wear that assistant coach out. And you know what he'd wear him out with? He wouldn't just yell at the assistant coach. He'd go over that next week in practice and take over the drills. And that's the last thing you wanted. That's the last thing you wanted. When Coach Osborne come in your drill, say, I got this.
Take over your whole
drill. He's letting you know without embarrassing you for the whole team. He's letting you know what, you're not getting your message across. So that's when you guys came in the 90s, that's how we were living.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to learn as a young coach.
Yeah. Well, the technique was the word I was looking for earlier. You said it. Technique. Why did we play with great technique? Why was that such high on the pecking order for you guys as coaches to make sure that we had the right technique?
Well, that's a great question. Your technique is what frees you up to play your best athletically. Your first step, you're going to play through your first step. If your first step is bad, the whole thing's bad. I remember Coach Osborne would say things like, okay, we'd run like 32 option, and the play would break down. We'd be -1 or something. And everybody go, well, what happened on that play? Look, it looked like it was going to work. What happened on that play? Coach Osborne from the sideline, he would say, oh, a dadgum right guard stepped with the wrong foot. How did he see that? But his eyes were trained for technique.
Yes.
That's why we did all that one-on-one blocking. That's why we did all that stuff that we did in practice. That's why we had 4 stations going on with our coaches divided up among the stations. And that's why we did all our meetings together as a coaching staff. Like as an offensive coaching staff, we didn't break away and just half the coaches are there and the other half aren't. We were all there. So I knew exactly what Milt Tenneper was teaching the offensive line. I knew exactly the angle that the guard should have when he's pulling and trapping on that particular play. I knew what Frank was telling the running backs on this or that. And they knew what I was coaching on the perimeter with the blocking techniques and all those kinds of things. So with that familiarity with each step and everything and hat placement and finish and all those kinds of things, where you place your hands, your leg drive, getting your whole foot on the ground when you're drive blocking somebody, all those little things lead to the maximization of your talent, what gives you the best chance to win and gives you the best chance to win national championships.
Terrell? I think we got to go to a good break, don't we, Bob? Are we good?
Yeah, we got to go to break soon. I did want to mention, too, just because it came out about 20 minutes ago, Sam Levitt has committed to Arizona State out of the portal. Of course, all the indication that Kyle McCord, in fact, he's going to visit here this week. So that's kind of an interesting domino to fall in the transfer portal, one of Nebraska's targets.
Thanks for that little break. Terrell, throw us the break, man. Get us
All
the
right.
break, man. Coach Brown giving us all these nuggets. I got to pick up some of these gold nuggets off the ground.
All right, this is the Captain Show, the fastest 2 hours in radio. We'll be back. 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, Santa, we're getting a lot of requests for Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets this year.
Makes sense. Until January 3rd, 2024, players can enter non-winning tickets online for a chance to win 1, 5, 10, or 20,000 bucks.
Yeah, but I built like 1 million wooden trains.
Why do you keep making those?
They're a classic holiday gift.
Oh, trust me, Jingles, there's nothing more classic than cash.
Top prize odds vary by game.
Ooh, what a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better. Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum. Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals. And get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on smart wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your lake forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine. It'll be mild as well. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, increasing cloud cover with the low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies. A few flurries are possible, especially in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gee, holding Coach Brown hostage, man. You know you look young. I know that body. I know you still got them achy breakies. Can you shoot a jump shot anymore?
67 years old now, man. Can I shoot a jump shot?
Yeah, you still got a jumper?
I can still hang with a jumper.
Still working out?
Yeah.
Still doing your arm exercises that you be doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All your stretching?
Yeah. Lifting, climbing.
Backwards knee pad that's on your, calf.
I don't
you still wear that?
No, I don't wear it.
Oh, you got them new knees.
I got a new knee, but it feels like an old knee, but it's a new knee.
So, Coach, you used to grade us, and I used to think that this was such a biased test against me, because it took me long enough to be able to where I could get 1.75s before I was getting like 0.75, 0.2, and people, you guys will understand this when he explains it. Explain a little bit about your grading system, us taking a test on a Thursday, why you had us take those tests on a Thursday.
Well, first of all, the test on Thursday was so that I wanted everything done by Thursday. I wanted you all to be tucked into bed by Thursday night, knowing what you had to know, doing what you had to do. And then I wanted you to relive the game from Friday on to the game. In other words, you get Friday to think through all the stuff and to think about it correctly, because we went over that test and got that out of the way. That I started doing that in the 90s, and I felt like I feel better as a coach. They feel better, and we're ready to go. Now, the first question you asked was, the grading system. And how did that work? We had a 0-1-2 grading system that came under Coach Osborne, and Milt Penner Purrs was big on it as well. And so that's what I adopted when I came here. So if you got a 2, that means you did everything correctly. It was a good play. You had a really good repetition. If you got a 1, it wasn't you knew what you were doing, but it didn't, your technique stunk, or your execution wasn't very good, effort was not good. It was something. If you got a 0, that means it was a blown assignment. that was just a busted assignment, man. And of course, that you get zeros, that's what kicks your tail on the field. The guy goes the wrong way, or he doesn't know the play,
right?
Or a drop ball, a just really poor execution, a missed block, 0. Now, what I had in my grading system, which the other coaches didn't do, I had measurables or objectives within each number, 0, 1, and 2. So, for example, let's say that you knew what you were doing. You, Vershawn Jackson, came off the ball, blocked your guy, and we got a good play out of it. The guy you were blocking didn't make a play, and you handled your guy. But if your technique was off,
stepped with the wrong foot.
You stepped with the wrong foot, or
stepped in the bucket.
Second step wasn't good, or your hand placement was off. I graded you down like to 1.75.
Yeah.
Because I wanted you to know that 2 was perfection. And just because you executed a block and that your guy didn't make the play didn't mean you did it right. It meant that if you had to go against the top outside linebacker in America in a one-on-one block, a 2 meant, okay, you can get that done. And so I had a high standard with that stuff. If there wasn't a full effort on a perimeter block or this, that, or the
What's
other.
a full effort? Give us the example of a full effort to you on a block.
You had remember we had 4 stages of the block. We had the alignment assignment before you even started the block. We had the bead, that means the angle you took upper leverage to get make that block. C was the contact, the literal contact. When you made contact with that guy. Where were your hands? Where were your hips? What was your pad level like? All that. But D was huge. D was the drive. It was the leg drive after you made contact. And that's where a lot of guys just kind of, I was watching an NFL game last night, and they were blocking on the perimeter, and they did the ABC part. They had contact. Then they started looking around to see where the ball carrier was. It's like, what? I mean, they wanted to see how long do I got to hold this block? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that never was cool with me. So D meant, you know what? You're going to drive a guy into the turf, or or you hand him off to his coach on the sideline, his coach on the sideline, or he takes you down. Right. But you're going to finish that block. And if you didn't finish that block, I'm grading you down.
All right.
See? So that's how I graded with a
little
bit more mustard on the hot dog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
One little mistake. I remember thinking to myself, man, I got a 1.75. I pancaked the dude. I did everything I thought right. Yep. Coach would be like, yeah, you didn't open up. You didn't open step.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
No,
I didn't like your
that
approach.
Was a 175. I mean, so when I say attention to detail and technique was super important, you wasn't gonna play for him anyway unless you knew what you were doing.
So let me ask you this though: you guys go to McDonald's and you're hungry, and you want a Big Mac with ketchup, and you want some fries. Okay, so you buy the meal, right? You go there, and he throws the stuff in the bag. You don't look in the bag, which is not good on your part. You drive away, and you realize, I ain't got no fries. I ain't got no ketchup.
Dang.
Now that's a 175, man. You know what I mean? Well, that might even be a 1. You know what I'm saying? And so you now, man, you reversing back, man. You going
not if
back
you get too far.
Yeah. I heard some guys, man, they'd be 20 minutes down the road. They're wheeling back. They finally open that bag. They're wheeling back, and they're gonna let that person know a thing or two. You know what I mean? But you really want to be thorough. If you ask a plumber to come over and you want him to fix your pipes, you want a thorough job, man. You don't want a 1.75 job, man. Right. You want a 2.0 job. It's anything we do in our life. And if we can learn that on a football field, we should be able to carry that over into other areas of your life. You want to raise your children that way. You don't want to raise them 1.75. You want to raise them 2.0 best you can. I realize we're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. I do. All of us do. But we want to have a high standard, the standard of perfection. And that's what we go after.
All right. You guys should be writing this down. Alignment and assignment.
Alignment assignment. That's A.
Bead.
That's an old word. People don't use that anymore. I'm going to get a bead.
I'm going to get a bead on him.
I'm going to get a bead on him.
So I can knock his ear hole all the way off.
But it fits the A, B, C, D. What's C? C is what?
C is contact.
Contact, man. You got, it's
pow!
Yes.
Terrell, you know that you were scared of that stuff, that contact. Whatever. We had a brother-in-law deal, remember? No, did you know me and Terrell had a brother-in-law deal?
You do?
No, we did at Nebraska. Did you know that?
But I don't think you would have been able to hit him anyhow.
What?
I think he'd have been.
Let me tell you something. Now you're barking up the wrong tree.
I'm glad.
Don't give him too much juice. Don't give him too much juice now, Coach.
I'm glad.
Ask him about the brother-in-law.
He played on our team.
I am too, but he is too. He is too. Ask him about the brother-in-law.
It'd have been hard to block that.
Well, you know what, Coach? When I first got here, I made a couple of linemen look like fools because I know they couldn't block me. I'm like a matrix guy.
Right.
So we really don't go against tight ends that much. Me being a wheel linebacker, because Sam is more of the tight end side. Right. But occasionally when we did them one-on-ones, I'm talking about ones against ones on Wednesday.
Yep.
Sometimes I used to get up there with Rashawn. We said, we're going to take it light on each other.
No. You asked me.
Yeah, man.
You know why, Coach?
I'm disappointed.
You know on the backside, on the backside, I'm coming to get you. And me and Terrell was friends off the field, right? Here's the problem. Here's my problem. If I hit Terrell, right? No,
That's a big if. That's a big if.
No, wait a minute, though. No. I've blocked all of the best of them, okay? If I hit Terrell and I cut him in practice and hurt him, the entire team will hate me.
But
right?
I have like eyes behind my head. So,
God.
That's why coach always say keep your head on the swivel.
Why'd you make the side deal with me?
Because I just didn't want to do you like that. I mean,
you don't do me like that.
I didn't. Because first of all, I'm not gonna line up head up with you.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna be off the ball.
You're gonna be on the backside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And most of the time, Coach Brown attests to that. On the backside, I'm coming to get you.
Nah, I'm not. That's what I wouldn't worried about. So, Coach, only thing I wanted to ask you, we always talk about perfection, and like you always say, first step is determine how you gonna make this play or not. Because Coach Bowles stressed that a lot. Your first step is your most important step.
Right.
But I think coaches did a good job of having us ready every game but how we prepared for things, especially with the way we practice on Wednesdays, because Wednesday was our go-at-it day, and, we was excited for the 14 plays.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Vashawn has a little thing like offense kicked our butt all the time. Now, you witnessed that, Coach, that was a grueling, every one of them every Wednesday was probably the roughest and toughest practice that year.
As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I would differ with Rashawn.
I did not say that, Coach. I did not. Let's just get that right. Don't be stop lying to Coach Brown.
What he said,
tell him the truth.
Bob, what he said.
I did not say that. I said it's about 50-50.
But here's what I would say.
50-50 ball.
My assessment coming away from Wednesday, I was always discouraged on Wednesday. I would say after Wednesday's practice against our defense, I would say, man, offensively, we stink, man. We're not very good. We are not very good. We didn't block anybody. The tight ends were whiffing. The wide receivers had a hard time. It was blitz. It was like a blitz pickup on some of that stuff. And then the goal line.
So they dominated us.
I think so.
Really?
And I think that's what. And I think
really, Coach?
That's what made us good. It made us good, Rashawn. I learned from that. I said, man, I don't know if we can block anybody. Come Saturday, we were knocking the tar out of people. So our defense was the best thing. What we went through on Tuesdays and Wednesdays was the best thing we went through, man, as an offense.
Try by fire.
Oh, man, no doubt.
Iron sharpening iron, y'all.
Settle the 2-year debate.
Thank you, Mark.
It is over. It's final. Thanks, Coach Brown. I will never bring it up again. Okay, get us out of here, black shirt.
All right, the black
Santa
shirts
Claus.
are in the house. Throw the bones. 93.7 the ticket. The Captain Show. We'll be back.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
It's phishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C299464.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
The holidays are right around the corner. This is a great year to give your family and loved ones the gift of shoes to encourage them to stay active. Fleet Feet Lincoln fits you properly for shoes, and they offer a free group that meets 3 days a week, plus other training programs and a walking group on Mondays. Get healthy, stay healthy with proper shoe wear from Fleet Feet Lincoln and a group of friends that will support you and keep you accountable. Start your health adventure at Fleet Feet Lincoln at 77th and Pioneers.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, y'all. We are almost out of time. So we want to dedicate this last 5 minutes to Coach Osborne. Oh, man. I don't know why I keep thinking you Coach Osborne. That's because you look like his son. And you are his son. He is your father, Coach Brown. No, but we want to give you the last 4 minutes and, just ask you a little bit, one question about Coach Rule. Give us your synopsis, and then we're going to let you kind of close the show out, Coach. It's been great having you here, and we'd love to pluck your brain And thank you again for showing up for us.
Well, I love you guys, man. Appreciate you. I love the fact that I've been in coaching, been mentored by Coach Osborne, been influenced deeply by him. And, you know, I look at Coach Rule, and there's a lot of things I like about him, man. And one of the things, you know, he played in a program at Penn State that was very similar to Nebraska. Hard hitting, very physical, technique was important. Walk-ons were important. You know, he was a walk-on player. But and he has great respect for Coach Osborne. That's what I like. I think I really like his humility. He listens to people. He learns from other people still, and he's got remarkable intelligence, I think. I think he's got a really high level of intelligence. He's coached every position that you can imagine on the football field, really, from quarterback to D-line and a bunch of other things, O-line, tight ends, you name it. But he has a great respect for what he's learned in the profession from Joe Paterno and Coach Osborne. He'll invite Coach Osborne over, and I really love seeing that kind of humility. I love it when young guys who are contemporary today are willing to say, yeah, I still some things I can learn. You know what I mean? Even though I'm a pretty bright guy and I've got I'm still in a position where I can be coached and learn. And that's what he's all about. And he's a great teacher to go along with it. I think the best teachers are the best learners.
What do you think has been the toughest thing, or what do you think he's learned the most about Nebraska as a different animal, right? You've been here just about 4 or 5 different regimes. What do you think is the difference? Because we see a difference in the play, in the way that the heart of the team is different, right? So what's probably his biggest upside that he has to overcome here at Nebraska?
Well, it's a conference loaded with talent, and it's only going to get better, and really high expertise in coaching. I mean, the coaches in this conference are really, I think, well-trained, well-schooled, and so I think Coach Rule understands that, and he's been a part of the Big Ten for a long time, even when he was a player. So, but he's what I love about him is that he has ingenuity. He's very creative, but he has a great foundation. There are just some things that he realizes you got to play a high level of violent football. You got to play a high level of physical football. You got to play a high level of technique football. All those things we've been talking about this morning, they're all important to him. So I like that part of him. I think it's necessary at any level of football, in any era, and in any conference.
Bach, I think that's about it. You want to get us out of here unless you got Terrell, what do you got?
I'm
COD?
I'm good.
You going to play Call of Duty? Coach,
Sure
you play
is.
Coach, you play Call of Duty?
What is that?
You play video games, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't.
But Terrell does every day. He loves
I
it.
do. I sure do.
It's
a hobby now.
That's good, man.
When you stop drinking, you become sober. You get hobbies, and hobbies away from bad people that drink alcohol, and you want to put yourself, not isolate yourself, but you want to do things you like now. So video game is what takes my mind.
Well,
off
I thank the
everything.
Lord. I thank the Lord for you, Terrell. I think that the Lord has given you the strength to do what you're doing, and you know what? If video games are helpful in that realm, I thank the Lord for those video games too. Bro.
Now I may talk some smack, but that's it.
Yeah.
Listen, we are so grateful for you guys riding with us. Coach Brown, thank you. Black shirt, appreciate it. Bach, appreciate that as well. Monday, man, you never know who's going to fall into the studio. Coach, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for including me, man. I came in here and just kind of
guarded
my way.
Hey, listen, your pass will never be restricted. You can come here whenever and all they got to do is see you.
No, you'll get tired of me. You'll get tired of me, just like you did when I coached you.
It's different.
I had enough of Coach
Guess
Brown.
what the difference is now? I can just leave.
Thank you.
There's nothing that you can say to me. BJ, get back here. No,
That's true.
I'm gone.
I don't have to
Coach.
check your ankles anymore, right?
Delco
send
Dave, we
you out
waiting on you. Delco Dave,
waiting on them Philly cheese steaks.
Where you at, Delco Dave? We love you.
Get us out of here, Bob.
All right, Adam Carricker coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where